I choose the person who inspires my heart.
Yeah, a lot of water has gone under the bridge. No more Zanessa, no more songs with Efron.
So weird.
Yeah.
Like, so much has happened in 10 years.
Who knew you would ever split up? When dating each other, Zac and Vanessa seemed like a match made in Disney heaven. Then, what a shock. They simply called it quits and broke a lot of hearts. What was the reason behind their split? And why was Vanessa fed up? Because of hidden dramas? Yeah, you guys indeed had serious chemistry on and off screen. She was 16 and he was 17. That's when they met while auditioning for High School Musical and started dating right away when filming the hit movie. The on and off-screen lovebirds, also known as #Zanessa, dated for 5 years. Sounds pretty serious, right? But here comes a funny fact. Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens don't even remember their first kiss. Unlike the director of High School Musical, he said that he went to Vanessa's and Zac's mothers and asked permission to capture a kiss between the two teens. It did happen on screen, but eventually was not included in the movie. You seem to enjoy it though, the director said to Efron. Well, it's not a surprise, as the two really seem to be a lovely couple, with undeniable chemistry sparkling between them. Once they did have a fight while being at rehearsals and really worried the director. I remember Kenny Ortega coming around the corner with the most concerned look on his face like, oh no, is our movie going to fall apart right now? Despite the small setback, Zac and Vanessa managed to keep their cool. They filmed 3 seasons of High School Musical and eventually became the ultimate Disney Channel power couple. They always tried to keep things a little low-key, but despite that, once Efron opened up about his then-girlfriend. The weird thing that no one expected about Vanessa is that underneath such a sweet girl is a very sexy woman. In 2007, that sweet girl found herself at the center of a nude photo scandal. Naked pictures of then 18-year-old star were leaked to the public after her phone had been hacked. Hudgens appeared to be mortified. It was a really traumatizing experience. Zac made no comment on the scandal, but he seemed to stand by Vanessa, though the story probably brought some additional tension into their relationship. Yet, it was not the only problem. Vanessa admits it wasn't that easy to be with Zac Efron. Girls were running after him, and I was giving them death stares. Then I realized that's not what that's about. At a certain point, she says she was fed up with the overwhelming attention that Zac was receiving from his devoted fans. Moreover, at the same time, the duo struggled to keep the bond strong while working on different projects apart from one another. This separated them for long periods of time. Vanessa later said that, quote, long-distance relationships are hard no matter what. Having an iPhone helped, but it just wasn't the same. Looks like after 5 years of being together, their relationship was not the same as well. In 2010, they shocked their fans announcing that #Zanessa was over. They parted their ways, saying it was a mutual decision. No drama, no cheatings. Well, it looks like the affair just fizzled out as both of them grew up. After the end of their teen romance, Vanessa Hudgens moved on to her new boyfriend, actor and singer Austin Butler. Efron, in turn, had some sort of troubles with finding his soulmate. He even tried to search for love online. Amazingly, when I signed up for Tinder, nobody swiped me. They thought my profile was fake. Well, it was not a total failure, as of course, ladies love him. Thus, it's not a surprise he sparked a lot of dating rumors and was allegedly linked to several co-stars. In 2012, he had a brief romance with Lily Collins. They split, after just 3 months together. Sources say, quote, they were never serious, it was just a casual thing, and it fizzled. A year later, Zac started making headlines for something different than his troubled love life, but for being addicted to cocaine and alcohol. Perhaps the problem erupted not because of girls. He was, quote, drinking way too much, as he tried to work his way from being the teen star to more adult roles in The Lucky One and The Paperboy. Eventually, he found himself in a rehab facility. He also joined AA and started seeing a therapist. But despite all this, his road to recovery was long and full of potholes. In 2014, Zac and his bodyguard were attacked in downtown Los Angeles, in the area notorious for drug dealing. That sparked a lot of rumors that he fell off the wagon again, after checking into rehab. The actor, in turn, had a different story. He said he'd been punched in the mouth by a homeless man, not by the guy he was trying to score drugs from, as the rumors said. Yet the incident that Efron called the most terrifying moment in his life left many wondering if he had really overcome his substance abuse troubles. Well, in 2014, Zac revealed he was sober. He made his comeback to the acting world in That Awkward Moment, and reportedly fell hard for the Fast and Furious actress Michelle Rodriguez, who had also spent time in rehab. They were spotted kissing and cuddling on a yacht off the coast of Sardinia, Italy. In just a month, however, the duo's fling was all washed up, perhaps because of mismatched priorities and relationship goals. Zac was reportedly too serious, while Michelle just wanted to have fun. Then, a long-term romance lasting almost 2 years. That's pretty serious, right? Perhaps that's what it was. Both for Zac and his then-girlfriend, Sammy Miro. Then suddenly, the spark had died, as an insider told E! News. Zac deleted all his pictures with Sammy off his Instagram and even unfollowed the model. After numerous failed relationships, Zac, quote, fell in love again. Hold on, not with a girl though, but with a country. I've fallen in love with Australia and the fans out here, the people, the culture, the beach. Well guys, here's even more bad news. The two haven't talked to each other in years. That's what Zac admitted back in 2014. He also praised his former flame and said, quote, she was a really sweet and interesting person.
But you don't talk to Zac much?
No, I completely lost contact with him.
What are your thoughts on that, guys? Please let us know in the comment section below.